just give it a second. It seems to be doing its thing, which is great. Okay, let me check here. So most people are taking on the 3rd of August. Sarah's taking on the 3rd of August, same as Richard. Kim's taking on August 31st. Cool bananas. Okay, I'm connected to YouTube Live. Hello, everyone on YouTube. Nice to see you there. Let me just pause this. Okay, let's get started. Let me share my screen. Then I'm going to do my little presentation, and then we can move on with our lives. Cool, cool, cool. This is what I'm going to do. Come on. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Hello, everyone. My name is Jay. I'm one of the expert OET teachers here at E2 Language. In this sort of 20-minute little session, what we're going to do is just talk about what E2 Language is and how it can help you to pass your OET test as soon as possible. It's also just a welcome. And at the end, we'll do a Q&A session. First thing I want to talk to you about are the wonderful OET teachers who work behind the scenes. So you see my face, for example, on YouTube quite a lot, but we also have some excellent OET teachers working. Eunice, for example, Colin, Lauren, Marie-Claire, Samantha, Jennifer, and Judy. And about half of these people are located in Australia, and the other half are located in different countries, including the UK and Spain, for example. So if you are a student in the UK or this side of the world, you will meet these people in your tutorials. These are the people who will be teaching the live classes, and these are the people who will be marking your writing as well. If you look closely at some of their qualifications, you'll see that they are indeed experts in linguistics and languages. So these aren't general English language teachers. These are true OET experts, and they're very well trained. Second thing I want to talk to you about just briefly is this history of E2 Language, so just the school. So we've been around for about 9 years. We've helped nearly 750,000 candidates pass their OET test, their PTE test, and their IELTS tests. And we actually have a partnership with the OET. You can see me here. This is the CEO of the OET and our CEO, Marcel. So if you go to the official OET website, you can sign up for the Start for Success package, which is just the free E2 Language free course. It's the same thing, but we do indeed have a partnership with the OET, and we work very closely with the OET, and we've won various other awards as well. Live classes are an excellent feature of E2 Language. They happen Monday to Friday. There are 2 per day. This is 8 a.m. Melbourne, Sydney time and 6 p.m. Melbourne, Sydney time. So you might want to jump onto Google and find out what time that is in your time zone. They're run by expert teachers. We use exam-like questions. We give full answer explanations. And coming soon are Saturday live mock tests. It's very easy to book a live class. You simply click on the event in the calendar, click join, and there you go. And 5 minutes before the class, just like you did today, you know how to do it. And this is Brad, one of our expert teachers teaching an OET Listening Part A class, for example. We also run tutorials. It's very easy to book a tutorial. You click a day, you click a time, you tell us what you want to focus on, whether it be writing or speaking or whatever. You choose the task, up to 2, time of your choice, expert teachers, 45 minutes one-on-one, rapid improvement. One-on-one tutorials are the fastest way to improve your writing or your speaking, for example, okay? Whoopsie, let me go back. We also offer other one-on-one consultations. This is Samantha, one of the OET teachers, with her student here. She might be giving a study plan consultation, a pre-test strategy session, or a post-test consultation. Study plan consultations are for those people who perhaps you've taken the OET a few times and the IELTS test, and you're a bit lost and you don't know what to do and how to start. Or maybe you're not yet confident with online learning. So the teacher will walk you through and orient you to the platform, answer any questions you have to get you started preparing properly. Pre-test strategy sessions are little 15-minute consultations you take before your test. So maybe the day before or a few days before your test. And it's a chance for you to ask any last-minute questions about the OET. Do I bring my pen? Is spelling counted in listening, etc.? All these little doubts that you may have, these are the types of questions that you can ask in your pre-test strategy session. Post-test consultations are if you are unsuccessful. So if you are unsuccessful, you don't get the scores that you want, we won't abandon you. We will meet you one-on-one to talk about what went wrong and what you can do to prepare properly for the next time to make sure you do pass, okay? We also offer writing feedback for doctors and nurses. This is what the medicine assessment looks like. For example, you scroll down, you type up your letter, there's the timer, you submit it through to us. We mark it for you and you receive a very detailed report card that goes through all of the OET writing criteria and tells you precisely where you're going right and where you're going wrong, including comments on how you can improve, as well as corrections in the letter, identifying your particular errors you're making, right? It's nice feedback. It's really good. If you're just a free user and you just want to get one letter corrected, for example, I won't say corrected because we don't just take your letter and then rewrite it. We identify the errors, tell you where to go to fix it, okay? It's much better than us correcting it. What you can do though, is if you're a free user, click down here on assessments, click on writing, and then you can click here to buy an individual writing assessment. I think they're $19 US, okay? And it gives you comprehensive written feedback on your performance. And also if you buy the packages, it comes with different numbers of feedbacks. So here are the different courses rather that I'm talking about. We have an express course. I would suggest this course if your language is already very good and your test is coming up soon, okay? Bronze, if your language is already very good, but you want a little bit of feedback and a tutorial, then I would purchase this course. Silver, gold, platinum are the higher end ones. They have more one-on-one teacher interaction, more feedback, more live classes, and they have a longer duration. So if you're not confident about your English language skills or you do have some time to prepare, I would suggest one of those higher courses. Of course, you can cram one of those higher courses into a short period of time as well. It's up to you. Anyway, I do recommend that you check out those courses. Let's just briefly talk about E2 School. This is exciting. Okay, so E2 School is a new website that we're building. It's currently in beta testing, which means that it's not yet finished. It looks a bit ugly and the performance isn't great, but it will soon be excellent. We have a grammar review course, we have a pronunciation speaking lab course, and we have a course called Test Ready, which builds your vocabulary, but it's probably more for IELTS and PTE rather than OET, but certainly good vocabulary building. And we also have General English level 1, 2, and 3 coming soon. So even if this isn't for you, maybe your English is a little bit too good, for example, but perhaps you have nieces and nephews or cousins or brothers and sisters who might appreciate E2 School. Currently, it's 100% free, so you might want to jump on that and share it on your Facebook page. Cool, that's all from me. I just wanted to talk you through that. Let's now do a little Q&A. Please pop your questions into the chat. What I'm going to do is open up YouTube so I can answer people's questions on YouTube. By the way, I have a new Instagram. I've just started it. You can follow me at E2J. So you might want to add me on Instagram. I don't know how to use it, but that's okay. I'll learn. Okay. Harpreet says, I bought the gold package for my OET and it's very, very good. Awesome. That's good to hear, Harpreet. Hopefully you're enjoying the live classes. My favorite teacher is Judy and Eunice. Excellent. I agree. They're lovely. Okay, let me just check here. Okay. Okay. Jay, can you please tell us about the new changes in the OET? Okay, good question. So if you're taking the OET test on August the 31st or after that date, then the writing criteria is changing. The writing criteria is like a checklist that examiners use when they're looking at your writing to say, yes, you did that, yes, you did that, no, you didn't do that, yes, you did that, etc. It doesn't, how can I say this? The task itself, the writing task is not changing at all. It's still case notes, with a task and you write a letter between 180 and 200 words to a particular medical professional or layperson. The task is not changing at all. The way that you write the letter changes slightly. Okay, so there are some very minor changes to the way that you write the letter. One of the minor changes is right at the beginning in your introductory paragraph, you have to outline your purpose very clearly. Okay, in the following paragraph after your introductory purpose, you need to expand upon that purpose. It's pretty much what you do now, but you just need to make sure that you do it. Okay, they're just going to tighten down on that a little bit. There's a podcast that I did with Brad, who is one of our expert teachers, who actually does work for the OET. We discuss the writing criteria changes in depth. So if you are taking your OET on August 31st or after, please listen to that podcast. You listen to that podcast by going to E2 Talks. Search E2 Talks in iTunes or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Sandra, which OET book is good for reading practice? I only recommend the official practice materials. OET items, writing OET questions is incredibly challenging to get right. And I hate to say it, but there is a lot of terrible material out there. Some of those Google Drives and Dropbox folders that have all the materials, I would say 99% of it is absolute junk. It's some of the questions are so different to the real exam that I would just say they're actually unhelpful. So just be really careful. Official material and our material I can vouch for, okay? Our material is written by actual ex-OET question writers. They used to work for OET, now they work for us writing questions. So the questions they write are very exam-like. The other stuff, seriously, forget it, really. I'm not going to answer any specific questions about the writing subtest or anything like that. I'm going to skip that. I think if you want to, okay, here's a great question. Ooh, here's a great question. I love this one. Manoli, hey, Jay, when will you be introducing mock tests? August the 3rd. August the 3rd, we will launch an OET mini mock test. I don't know the price yet. It's going to be obviously way cheaper than the actual exam. How it will work, I'm so excited about this. It's totally awesome. So it's a mini mock test. So you still do listening part A, just one extract, listening part B, 6 questions, and listening part C, you just do half a test, so it's a bit shorter. You do a reading part A, reading part B, and reading part C is half of the test, so it's shorter. You do a proper writing in 45 minutes, and you do a speaking face-to-face with one of our expert teachers, just one role play in 10 minutes. What you receive is totally cool. First of all, you receive a snapshot of all of the subtests and what score you got for each subtest. So what score you get for listening part A, listening part B, reading part A, writing, etc. It tells you exactly the score you got. More than that though, if you click on listening part A, it will show you which questions you got right and which questions you got wrong, for example. And for writing and speaking, you'll actually get feedback from the teacher on your writing and speaking performance. So this is coming on August the 3rd. So if you are taking the test on August the 31st, you can buy a mini mock test from us and get a really good snapshot of where you're performing well, where your weaknesses are, and how you can improve. Boom, that's going to be awesome. Anitha, Jay, I live in Dubai and I want to take your classes. However, the United Arab Emirates have banned Zoom. Okay. What we have, I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. For people in the UAE who do not have, well, you can use a VPN, by the way. You can use a VPN. But let me also show you this. We've got this set up for those of you in the Middle East who are having trouble. So this is e2language.com. I've clicked on OET. And these are the regular packages that come with Zoom interactions like the live classes and the one-on-one tutorials. But there's a button here that says show me packages that require no VoIP. And we have 2 packages here. So these don't come with Zoom interactions, but they come with feedback, right? So for $139, you can get full access to the course for 3 months. You get everything, including live class recording, so you can still watch those. But instead of tutorials, you get to submit 5 letters through and get feedback on five letters. So that's good for you, Anitha. Cool. All right. Again, I'm not going to answer specific questions. I'm just going to skip those. I'm just going to answer some questions on. Joyce, Jay, can E2 share with us PDF format material? No. Sorry, politely, no. The reason is the material just gets stolen and put into Google Drive folders straight away. So everything you have on E2 Language is in HTML format. It works perfectly. It's perfectly fine. Harpreet, how to buy official OET material from which site use for this? The official OET website, so occupationalenglishTest.org. Their material is the only good material as well as ours. I really do think that. Maybe there's some others that have good material, but honestly, there's so much junk that just be careful. On that light note, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for coming along to this new member welcome. If you are a free member and you are new to E2 Language, I hope you know how the platform works now. The whole system that we've set up really does work. We've pushed a lot of candidates to success through the system, and it's quite enjoyable. And who knows, you might actually improve your English along the way. Cool. Thanks very much for coming. Appreciate it. I'll see you soon.